You'll be experiencing the Olympics very differently than the rest of us. You'll be in Paris for them. What's that going to be like?
Oh, I'm so excited to have gone to two Olympics and competed, and now to go back and spectate and be a part, like to experience the games a whole different side. I'm thrilled.
Well, when you were a competitor, you probably were so narrowly focused on just your event that you didn't have much of an appreciation for what else was going on.
Yeah, you have to be so focused. And the mountain bike typically was run on the second to last day. So everyone else was done with their events and celebrating, and I would have to still be locked in and focusing on my race. So when I went there and competed, I both times in London and Rio, I got a chance to see one other event, and I mean, obviously always watch it all on TV. And so now I'm so excited to be watching in person a lot of events.
Obviously, once a member of Team USA, always a member of Team USA.
Yeah, it the Olympics is something special. Obviously something I've dreamed about since I was a kid and worked hard enough and got lucky enough to be able to become an Olympian. And the Olympics will always hold a special place in my heart, and I think of in humanity's heart as well, because it's a unique place to gather and come together, and really realize through competition that we all have more similarities than differences, and that's something that we really need right now. It's just a celebration of humans being humans.
Well, on that topic, the 2020 games reminded us that athletes, Olympians, are not superheroes. They are humans. I'm referring specifically to Simone Biles.
Yeah.
Her story from the last games of confronting the intense pressures that athletes face and dealing with those challenges from a mental health perspective, I think opened all of our eyes to some of the realities of the pressures of these competitions. What are you hearing from athletes in your circle, as well as from coaches, about how maybe there's a new heightened awareness?
The bravery of Simone being able to step aside and realize, like, hey, I'm going to prioritize my health, my mental health, instead of competing, really, I think, gave permission to Team USA, to a lot of other athletes to recognize, just because when so, and acknowledge the amount of pressure, because she took the lead. Also, Michael Phelps, Michaela Schifrin, we have seen a lot of people speaking out about mental health and athlete well-being. Thank goodness, because that's what makes the change when these keynote athletes who are under an enormous amount of pressure speak out. And because of that, now Team USA is taking action and providing free mental health support to all athletes and even retired athletes that need it. So not only does it impact Simone, like she is now on a great comeback journey, and it's very inspiring. I'm so excited to watch her in Paris. It only sends out like positive reverberations to Team USA athletes, and also it really gives everyone permission to take care of themselves.
It's an important conversation for sure.
Yeah.
I wonder, in addition to Simone, what are some other sports that you are particularly excited about? Personally, I'm excited to check out the breakdancing.
Me too. I'm so excited about breakdancing. We got tickets for it. I've been watching breakdancing for a while over Red Bull, like Red Bull BC One, and I was thrilled that now it's in the Olympics. It's kind of an extension of gymnastics. I see it. It's incredible what they do. Obviously, very excited to watch both the men's and women's mountain bike races. Those were close to my heart, having competed in those events myself. We're signed up for all the women's sports. So the women's semis and finals for soccer, the women's finals for basketball. We're watching swimming, track and field, Sha'Carri Richardson, take on the 100. So there's not much I'm not excited about. I'm excited about it all, but especially the breakdancing.
Have you had an opportunity over the years to meet other Vermonters who ended up competing in the Olympics? This time around, we're very, very excited for Ellie St. Pierre as well as Ilona Maher. There are other Vermonters who are going to be in Paris competing.
Yeah, it's so cool. I've never had the pleasure to meet Ellie. I've really wanted to. I've followed her, and I'm so pumped to watch her. It's incredible what she's done, becoming a mom and then winning the world championships and qualifying for yet another Olympic Games. I've more had the chance to, because there's a lot more winter Olympians from Vermont than summer Olympians. So I've more had the chance to meet a lot of the other Vermont winter Olympians, like Sophie Caldwell. Also, Jessie Diggins trains close to where I live down in southern Vermont. Ben Ogden, a lot of the Nordic skiers. So that's really been fun.
You must have a special bond because Vermont is such a small state to then go onto the world stage like the Olympics.
Yeah, it's incredible to meet any other Olympian because it's a very unique pursuit, and to be from the small and mighty state of Vermont as well. It's just instantaneous friendship.
I'm not really a sports fan, I have to be honest, but I'm really an Olympics fan.
Yeah.
Because it makes all of us able to get into a sport that maybe we don't see a lot of mass media coverage of.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about the Olympics. That's why it's such a big deal for maybe more fringe sports like mountain biking, well, now breakdancing, because it's our one time to shine on the world stage in front of everyone. So that's what part of what makes it so special, especially for sports like mountain biking and the smaller sports.
You may have retired from active competition, but are you still involved with Team USA?
After I retired from competition, I'm still involved in Team USA, partially as coaching for USA Cycling and some of the national team mountain bikers, as well as the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Foundation. And this is crucial work for Olympians because most national governing bodies, national teams, Olympic teams are government sponsored. So they get the majority of their money from the government, whereas with Team USA, it's all mostly private funding. And so these very generous donors make the world go round for the Team USA and for the Olympians. They're really behind these medals and all of these Olympic pursuits. And so it's been very rewarding to get involved in some of that foundation work, do some women's events, just meet these incredible donors and hopefully continue the momentum behind Team USA.
And you're also quite involved in the development of the next generation of competitors in mountain biking. Talk about that work.
Yeah, that's a very passionate pursuit for me. About halfway through my 20-year career, I definitely took on mentoring younger riders that I was on teams with. And now those younger riders, the next generation has arrived. So I was on teams with Haley Batten, Sevilia Blanc, both who are on our current USA Olympic mountain bike team. And now I've taken to the next generation and those youngsters coming up. I coach some 20-year-old women as well. So I'm really spanning two generations, and it's the best. I mean, it's so much fun to mentor and coach.
If you were an odds maker in Las Vegas, what odds would you put on the U.S. women's mountain biking team for the Olympics?
Man, we have really good odds. I mean, we have a very strong team. This was a really difficult team for those two women to make. We essentially have 5 potential medal capable winners in the U.S. right now for women. And we're sending 2 of the best. And Haley's won a World Cup. Sevilia's been on the podium just this year. So man, my fingers are crossed because anything can happen in the Olympics. And I put us at pretty good odds for one of them, at least one of them getting on the podium.
I'm glad to hear you are still so involved in Team USA, even after your retirement.
Yeah, thanks, Jack. It's really fun. I mean, I can't stay away. Essentially, anytime I get an opportunity to work with Team USA, I'm thrilled.
And any other things that Vermonters should be watching for to come out of these summer games?
I think it's a very exciting moment for the Olympic Games and women's sports because this is the first Olympic Games that we've had complete gender equity between men and women. So there's an equal number of women competing as our men. So that's very cool. And it just shows that there's been a lot of momentum building behind women's sports, and we're at a watershed moment, and it really legitimizes that women's sports are here to stay, and they're very exciting to watch. So I think, in particular, tune into the women's Olympic Games.
Well, here locally, we definitely will be tuning into both Ilona in rugby and Ellie in track.
Yes. Go Team USA. Go Vermont.